It's been a while.
How about you?
I'm just looking out for some... I noticed that I almost feel like there's still something extreme.
Why is that? Don't worry, we'll help you remember.
Thank you so much. Since you're...
Ooh, it's beautiful.
I found it in the sanctuary of Suristana. It's filled with pure elemental power that is quite similar to mine. It's very likely that it's connected to my foggy memory, but I can't figure out what it is.
Traveler, do you have any ideas? You know, Nahida, we just happen to be going on an adventure right now. If we...
Thanks, you two.
Don't mention it. Besides, it seems you've got a...
Hey, get out! I'm sorry, Lesser Lord Kusanali. Last warning! Get out
Hang on. I think...
But great Dendro Arch!
Please. I think I understand. Seems that it wants us to follow it.
You can understand it?
Even though different creatures have varying habits and ways of communicating, I can feel its anxiety and fear.
Well, fungi are kinda cute. That's true.
Alright, lead the way, little fungus.
Although they all look about the same, some fungi are friendly, while others are super aggressive and attack anyone they see.
It can't be helped. Perhaps in their eyes, humans are like fierce monsters as well. After all, they can't distinguish which human behaviors are hostile or not, and it'd already be too late for them once humans have drawn their weapons. Hence why they tend to strike first, rather than waiting.
That's not too different from how humans think sometimes.
That's what I meant by shared emotions. It appears it was in a hurry because of this unconscious fungus.
Seems like they might be family. So maybe this fungus wanted to bring...
Probably. Oh, maybe it noticed me on my way back, and I'll take a look. I should be able to help if it's just a common illness.
What is it, Nick?
Strange. Very strange. This fungus didn't develop from a...
Huh? An elemental life form?
Yes. Although the fungi you normally see are capable of using elemental powers, as for this fungus, it has elemental power flowing through it. Definitely not anything like your typical fungus. Exactly. This is very interesting. I've never seen anything like it.
So this is a first even for Nahida.
But that's not all. There's a large void within its elemental power. The void is stopping the elemental power from flowing normally.
So do you think it'll wake up if we can fill the void?
Yes, and I just so happen to be good at this sort of thing. I'll see what I can do. My power was compatible. Looks like everything is fine now.
Lord of Dendro? Is it really the Lord of Dendro? Oh, I can't believe the Lord of Dendro saved me. Thank you.
It can talk?
Oh, I didn't expect such a strange creature to make a sound like that. Seems I'm just as shocked as you are.
What? Of course Paimon can talk. Paimon!
Hello, Paimon. I am not yet able to evaluate an organism's intelligence from its appearance. I will only know you are able to speak once you have...
Oh, well... But does Paimon really look so dumb that people might think Paimon doesn't know how to talk?
You misunderstand, Paimon. A mouth is used for eating, breathing, and other functions that are more important than speaking. So a creature may not speak, even if it has a mouth. Even if you do possess a number of human traits, it is still very common for creatures to have...
Did this fungus study at the academia?
You're not a fungus, are you?
That's correct. This might be surprising to you. It might startle my fellow family members if I speak too much using this strange voice. Me. It says that it's very thankful for your help.
I was confident that I knew of all the creatures in Teyvat. However, even if what are you? And where did you come from?
I come from an ancient race. We have existed for a very long time. My home was filled with flowing water until the apocalypse came and changed my home forever. A horrifying power we were victims of the apocalypse.
The apocalypse?
I'm not sure what it means either.
It's a long and complicated story.
Don't worry, we'll listen.
I was lucky and managed to survive. Afterward, I left with some of my family and came to Sumeru to search for... We came in contact with many species. We later found out that humans know the power of the apocalypse and
Your home was destroyed by forbidden knowledge?
It said that they are looking for a way to save their homeland.
The Lord of Dendro is correct. We are not from the desert. That may sound a little odd.
Yes.
I am a life form that was contaminated by the apocalypse.
I get it now. So, I'm sorry.
That's okay. Lord of Dendro, there is no need to apologize. And not only did you save me, but...
That's right. The forbidden knowledge is no more, and your homeland should be safe now.
My home should be safe now. For the longest time, I was unable to fulfill our calling.
It's not every species paid. You mentioned that
The apocalypse put us through...
Don't worry, I should be able to find them. I'll leave the rainforest to the Aranara, and...
Oh yeah, they'll give us a hand.
Give me a moment. I'll contact them right now. That should do it. It may take some time to find them.
Thank you, Lord of Dendro. The moment I saw you when I awoke... You might not remember, but this is a...
I see, but I'm very
Would you all be willing to come with me? The more family members that can return home...
But didn't you say that you don't know where...
Yes, but I know their end.
There's something that I'm very concerned about. Yes. I didn't mention it just now. The elemental power inside the crystal is completely identical to that of the fungus.
What?
Exactly. The prophecy that I had to deal with the forbidden knowledge to save their home. That sequence of events would explain the persistent fear.
Makes sense.
Yeah. I've been trying to think of a place that fits the description. Agreed. I really want to send them home.
The road here is a little rough. I'll lead the way.
Don't worry, Paimon can handle any road. Ah! Enemies! You're up, traveler!
Let's dance!
Out of the frying pan, into the buckbowl and hammer! Go! I'm going in! Nice and spicy!
No, we didn't. The appearance of our... After communicating with various living organisms in Sumer, thus, we gradually took the form of...
It's hard to believe that's even...
The most important instinct any... Your hand is shaped like that for a reason. The reason why fungi absorb element... We are dendro life forms.
So you mean, if Paimon wanted to, Paimon could change into a different form as well?
Not as freely, I'm afraid. Although this is common sense to us, you cannot make a sprout grow into a giant tree.
I see. Humans have a term for this.
Ah, you're so smart, Nahida! Paimon gets it now!
Growth. A most beautiful...
How much farther is it?
We're about halfway there. You're doing great, Paimon. Do you need me to carry you on my back?
Huh? Oh no! Paimon was just curious! Paimon isn't that tired.
You seem to enjoy taking care of others.
You think so? Does the Lord of Dendro need to be carried?
That would be awkward, wouldn't it? Why don't you fly up and sit on top of my head?
We can figure out who'll carry who later! We have monsters here! Out of the frying pan! Hi!
I think we may have it no matter whether it's tired or not.
Child? You mean the fungi?
Yes, one was
Why can't your kids speak?
because it's just a fungus. I don't want my presence to change or affect the... However, it is slightly different.
Oh, then it must be a really cute name. You know, like...
You have an odd taste for names.
Huh? Paimon thinks that name is...
Strange and cute at the same time.
That's right.
The name I came up with was not as creative as... Its name is... I'm sorry, but I've forgotten. Yes, I must remember... Yes, this way. We're almost there.
It's... the withering...
Yes, I have heard... It's the last form...
It's trying to say that when they've suffered enough and reached...
Yes, I would have...
So, previous research has revealed that even if forbidden knowledge has been completely removed, if they've been tormented by forbidden knowledge for a long... But what a sad and
When I left my homeland, flowers like these, they grew in the... They grew everywhere. Until... But it's all right. Our life essence. After an adventurer clears the...
But that would mean the effects of forbidden knowledge could have...
It's okay. It's not right to leave them to simply pair. Now that we find...
I understand. Just like... So you're worried about... It's fine. It's natural to want to be overcautious when dealing...
Paimon doesn't get we... Then let's do this! We've dealt with the...
Let's dance!
Yeah! Press this on the side! You're toast! Nice and spicy! Oh. Yeah! Yeah!
As I expected. So it was wasn't able to make it to...
I hope that you will be free of...
Just thinking about how many elemental...
It's okay. As long as an external form is but a gift of time.
It wouldn't have come to this if... But I will cure all of...
Thank you, Lord of Dendro.
Hold on. I think I got something. Oh, I see. Okay, I understand. Thank you. So, they found a fungus that matches the description I gave them.
It must be in a similar situation as I was.
Okay, follow... We're close now. It's just a little...
But there are so many fungi here. They're probably... Yeah, they won't be happy to...
No fighting. Although we belong to different species, they can be reasonable. As...
What should we do? But you'll need Nahida's power if you want to save that fungus.
I've got an idea. Can you teach me how to change into a fungus?
You want to transform into a...
Nahida is a god! Changing into a...
Even gods can't bend the laws of...
Then we'll have to enter with the risk of being noticed. But if spending some of my power will guarantee...
All right. You have great elemental power. You will have to use power equal to that which is required. I will lend you the relevant knowledge.
All right, I'm ready.
Lord of Dendro, this is nothing to...
All right! Let's not get hung up here.
Okay.
Wow! You really turned into a fungus!
It's actually not too bad. My perspective in this form, the unconscious fungus, is just below here.
Oh, how do we do that?
I'll get close to them while you make your way over. You should be able to identify them using elemental sight. Then, all you have to do is repeat the correct answer and...
Okay, got it.
Let me lure away the fungi.
All right, good luck, Nahida. Let's go.
There's a fungus on patrol in the center there. It looks pretty vigilant, so I'd better go around it. Why is it reacting like that? Uh-oh, the fungus on patrol knows... There's a fungus on patrol in the center there. It seems they didn't notice me. It seems that fungus won't be moving for them. This is the spot. There are several I'll hide and wait for the travel. So this...
Nahida, what's wrong?
I never knew that it was so tiring to change forms like that. I even used the techniques that it taught.
The power of time accumulates slowly and goes unnoticed. Thank you for everything you've done. All seems to have gone according to plan. Who are you? I apologize. It's okay, I have good news. Apocalypse and... Yes. Unfortunately,
Really? That's great!
Home. Dendro Dragon. Dendro Dragon. Ah, yes! The Dendro Dragon. I'm sorry, I just got so excited. I've
Oh, wait a minute. Hyman's confused. Do you mean the Dendro Dragon as in an elemental dragon? Like Dvalin?
Yes, they're both dragons, but Apep, the Dendro Dragon, has been around for longer, but I don't quite understand.
Because we live inside the Dendro Dragon. The Dendro Dragon? Inside? There is an entire world inside the Dendro Dragon's body. It once told us in a majestic... However, that day...
Hyman's still confused.
Yes, a very good example. It appears that you're...
Wait, then if that's the case...
Yes, that what has suddenly made you look so worried? Look...
Apep is the most adaptable life form in the world. Which means that if all the forbidden knowledge has been eliminated...
Then a big void will also form inside the dragon!
I'm afraid so. Its body and soul have probably been in terrible shape for some time now. No wonder I haven't seen Apep for so long. But anyway, Apep, yes! If the Dendro Dragon fails to hang on, the Dendro elemental power of that constant giant trees will completely block out the sun. Plants and humans will fight over oxygen. Sumeru will no longer be suitable for sustaining life.
Hey, what about the crystal?
Yes, I'm sorry. Have you two ever seen anything like this before?
No. Its power feels very familiar. I'm sorry, our memory...
It's okay. I'll contact my helpers just as I did before. I'm counting on you all. Your info is crucial to us now. Let's wait for their reply again.
Thank you. Family, I explained to them that you aren't hostile. After go home, leave. Hard decision. Don't know. They are weak. I worry if waiting. Then don't worry. I understand what you are trying to say. Family is very important to us. Can you do one last...
Of course. I can relate to how it's feeling. I need to organize my thoughts as well.
Thank you. Thank you. Tend don't like plant invasion. There are two things that it wants you to do. One is to look after the land that the food is grown in. Soy! There!
Hyman understood that! No need to translate. Oh, we planted all the seeds! It's time to handle the invading plant life! Ah! Wildflowers! It wasn't hitting, but instead plants were invading!
Dreamwork!
Huh? Plant this on the side! Go!
one now.
Can you tell us about the Dendro Dragon?
Well, the history of dragons starts from the very beginning of Teyvat. Sumeru was Apep's territory.
Oh, so there was...
Not at first. That came when a giant spike fell from the sky. In an attempt to adapt to its new environment, Apep changed color from the emerald green of the forest to the yellow.
No wonder those two elemental life forms are...
Apep has always seen itself as the master of Sumeru. However, powerless against the power in the sky, and then the forbidden conflicts between the two sides. As far as I know, Apep had been slumbering. I'm not sure what may have led it to become. The crystal that I have in my possession is probably...
Thank you. You really like them, don't you?
Family. Like. Do you not?
That's not what Paimon meant.
Does that matter? What it's trying to say is that as long as family members get along, you place importance on appearances, but we do not. These are all things that are more reliable.
Oh, Paimon gets it now. Looks can always change, so it wouldn't matter. Paimon would still be able to recognize you right away.
Oh? Still nothing new from the forest. Seems... It appears we are out of leads to follow. It's okay. It isn't your fault. Maybe it's because the crystal has a very close connection to Forbidden, and if that's the case...
The Crystal Lord of Dendro.
I do.
The prophecy is a story that connects events of the past. The rest of the family did not approach.
Preserving the apocalypse? Do you mean that there's still some...
That's not very likely. The power... Did the prophecy say we're...
To the limitless depths east of Sumeru. A murky place that no...
Yeah, that must be the chasm.
It's impossible to preserve for... What if it can be converted to a different form? I'm sorry if I'm suddenly not making any... Follow me. I'll explain it once we find that out.
So that elemental life form came all the way here on its own and spent a long time by itself? Wouldn't it already have become the Withering like the others?
There is a chance that it could avoid that end. I'm referring to what was used to fight against the Abyss. It has the ability to purify and stabilize power. Forbidden knowledge that its light has shone upon is kept here forever in a Yep. It's just like soap bubbles that rise to the water surface.
Another strange metaphor.
What the Lord of Dendro means is that...
Yes, and it shouldn't be far from here.
It's over there!
Looks like we'll have to clear out the oozing filth in this area. You two should be able to take care of it, right?
Yep, we know what to do. We'll just use the lumen stone on the oozing concretion.
That's gonna hurt in the morning.
Nice and spicy.
Let's light it up.
should be the life form from the prophecy.
That light.
Wait. Something dark is coming out. What's going on? Didn't Nahida say it was
Maybe it's because such a long amount of time has passed. Although the power of the oozing filth is more stable than that of... It might have lost its mind after being...
Oh no! But
I should be able to purge it with my elemental power. But this is our only chance.
Traveler!
It's okay. I trust your judgment.
Oh, yeah! You said that the elemental power in the crystal was identical to theirs!
You want to use its power?
The Lord of Dendro seems hesitant. It's risky to use its power without fully understanding its intended use.
Don't understand. This no good, that no good. Save lives. Important.
Yes, I understand. But this is our only chance to return home.
It's okay. There's no need to argue. How about this? Traveler, you could try using it. I understand that you have an amazing resistance to forbidden knowledge.
Don't overdo it, Traveler. Paimon will be worried.
Lord of Dendro, and you others.
Yay! Looks like it worked!
The Lord of Dendro, here in person. Wait, did you get smaller again?
I'm sorry. That portion of my memory is highly unreliable at the moment.
That sounds about right. After all, the purpose of my existence is precisely for those unreliable memories you speak of. You once said that the apocalypse will be even you couldn't promise that you'd However, you are definitely
You and I made the agreement?
Yes, you used your power to protect me. That is the reason why I was able to survive here. To be honest, I'm nearing my end. I had thought I'd be stronger than this.
No one can withstand the power of the apocalypse.
In order to preserve a somewhat stable memory, I had to change the power of the apocalypse into a different form. Only the giant spike that fell from the sky was capable of doing something like that. Is the moment I lost my chance. But enough about me. Lord of
I understand. Can you please tell me what this is?
This is a fire seed. It's an essential item for saving the Dendro Dragon. The Lord of Dendro and our people created this. The Dendro Dragon has been tormented by the apocalypse for far too. However, if you are able to reactivate its heart of Oasis, and as a result, our homeland will return.
Oh, so the heart of Oasis is Apep's...
No wonder the crystal was able to heal this fungus just now. That's what it's used for.
What? You used the fire seed to save me?
Why? What's wrong?
That's... never mind. The fire seed contains a high concentration of elemental power. It is not stable in its current form.
Since I am its creator,
Alright. Aside from being able... In other words, you'll be able to find the Dendro Dragon, but you should hurry. Forget about me. You should hurry home now.
Everyone is returning home, including you.
As I told you, I've already lost my Lord of Dendro. I thank you for coming to... Our past has been saved. It's enough for me. Just knowing that they will return home.
Hey! Wait! It turned into... oozing filth.
Can you use the Lumen Stone once more? Please, of all of us, it just...
this is a small ball of light that it left behind.
I can feel it. Do not be sad, my friends.
Because its external form does...
Yes, because our external form does not matter.
Let's go.
home.
Happy to oblige.
New heights lucky today.
Off we go.
It's not much further. Follow me. We're close now.
Off we go.
can feel its power lingering and shifting around us. Sometimes it feels distant, but other times it seems close. This is its way of warning us. It has already noticed our presence.
We won't be able to see anything if we keep going that way. Hey, look! Something's over there!
We found it. Apep.
Paimon knew it would be big, but not that big!
Puny god, puny human, leave my domain. Frail life forms like you cannot
Apep, we're here to save you.
I do not need You are no different from Amun. Both of you have only You're better off paying attention to your path ahead.
I know that you hate both gods and humans, but you've grown too weak now.
Let go, foolish boor. You will only be reviving the dragon that will destroy Sumeru and the Seven Nations.
No, you're ill, that's all.
That I am. Time will bring. I am different from the ancient dragons that
There's no need for this.
The truth. I have paid dearly for the.
Hey! Don't leave!
Careful, something's coming.
Ah! What is that? Paimon's never seen death!
It's our
Huh? They're your family too?
External form not important.
The composition of their elemental power.
Is this what they've become after experiencing the apocalypse?
This is also a form of adaptation. They've gradually taken this form in order to survive the apocalypse.
Is there any way to avoid fighting?
Hey! Can you guys talk?
They've given it their all.
They're being drawn by the fire seed. All that remains are the instincts to survive and
So this is the result of forbidden knowledge.
Would our world become the same if forbidden knowledge was allowed to rampage across to that like fish struggling on land, unable to find a single puddle of fresh water in the entire world?
Yes, but please try to be gentle.
Going in! Just like we rehearsed! Go! Ugh, nice and spicy! Eat this!
Ha! Huh, ta, huh.
Paimon thinks they used up all their
They want to go home.
Yes, it was never their intention to leave the Dendro Dragon.
Is there a way to make them revert to their elemental form? Years of torment. It seems only the fires, but it'll be risky if we use the fire seed again.
Correct. We cannot use the fire seed again.
Everyone goes home.
This is becoming quite the dilemma.
Let me think for a second. It's fine. Let's use the power of the fire seed. I can't bear leaving them in the desert like... Don't worry, the decision is on me. I'll take responsibility for whatever happens. It won't require much elemental power, but as long as I use my elemental power to stabilize it a little...
Thank you. Sorry. Stubborn.
Thank you, Lord of Dendro.
Returning home is the most important thing. I'm not doing this just to protect you, but also because I hope to use you. After all, that giant Dendro dragon is also your family.
I will stand with you, Lord of Dendro.
Yeah!
Thank you. Alright, here it goes.
Family. We will all be able to go home soon.
Whoa, it's shining now.
And Countless amounts of knowledge and emotions are moved. To imagine such growth could be achieved in such a short period of time.
It's because you're carrying everyone's hopes and dreams.
Yes, finally.
This is the last part. Let's go.
Off we go!
This cave is huge. Could this be where the Dendro Dragon lived? Yeah.
Our goal is not only to find the trap. That will be impossible if we can't get it to cooperate with us.
But how are we gonna do?
I'll see what I can do. Apep, I know we don't see. However, we are both born of elemental power, and we are not that different. And right now,
Wonder if the
I don't care about what you believe in, who you hate, or what. I'm here to save both you and your people. They've been searching for a way to save you ever since they left their homeland. And now that everything is over,
No response.
your eagerness to survive means that you haven't given up on that world yet. If you claim to know so much more than I, then why don't you truly think about why you want to survive? Please keep everyone safe and send us to the homeland.
Nahida, where are we? Huh? And what about the traveler? Where'd she go?
I was only able to ensure that we made it here safely. It's possible we arrived at different locations.
Well, then
Yep, let's go.
Paimon knows that. It's just that Paimon isn't used to not having the traveler around. Let's hurry. She might be just up ahead. What's that?
That should be the heart of Oasis. All we need to do is the damage it suffered internally will also slowly begin to heal.
Then let's hurry and light it.
Alright, hang on.
Wait! The fire seed! What happened?
It shattered. It was even more unstable than I expected.
But why? We barely used it.
I'm not sure. Perhaps the fire seed was only capable of protecting one person? But if I didn't use its power on everyone, there's no way of knowing where you could have been sucked into. And even if that's the case, there's no reason for it to simply shatter. Unless I was already in a weakened state when I created this fire seed. Which would be when we at first saved the desert.
Oh no. Wait, let's put that aside for a moment. If the fire seed has shattered, wouldn't that mean... Oh...
Don't worry, Paimon. Although my elemental power is slightly different so all I have to do is imitate that power, while adding...
You're gonna become the fire seed?
Yes. It'll take a lot of power from me, but I might, however, become even smaller.
What happens if you keep getting smaller?
I'll become a blade of grass, or I will be able to unleash power beyond my limits if I can reverse the process of growth.
But you'll lose everything. You'll not only lose...
That's all right. None of that matters compared to the dangers that Apep is facing right now.
No, wait! There has to be another way.
Maybe you and the Traveler can plant me in the soil of Sumeru once it is all over. I can still communicate with the world through the forest. It's just that you won't be able to see me for some time.
You can't be serious. If the Traveler were here, she definitely wouldn't let you go through with it. If we knew this was how you were going to take responsibility, then we never would have agreed in the first place.
I'm sorry, Paimon. Not all eagles who have fallen to the ground can soar in the sky once again.
No. The fire seed shattered, and Nahida's,
I know. A sacrifice must be made, but not by the Lord of Dendro. We've all grown on this long journey. If the purpose of that growth was to return home, then our wishes have come true. Would you lend us your power?
You knew it would come to this. All the knowledge, language, and emotions that you have learned will be reverted into pure elemental energy. In your new homeland, nothing of who you were will remain. You won't be remembered by anyone. Is that truly the return you've always dreamed of?
Lord of Dendro, don't be sad. This is not your home. We go home. Lord of Dendro should also go home.
Hear us, please. Feel our heartfelt desires. Awaken!
To imagine such growth could be achieved in such a short...
It's because you're carrying everyone's hopes and dreams.
Yes, we can go home.
everything.
Everybody stand back!
Hey! I'll protect us.
Let's light it up!
Let the show begin.
I learned a wonderful word. It's Nur, which means light. It will be your name.
Yeah, yeah. This way, pretty.
Teamwork is dreamwork!
Hey! Sharing my knowledge. Yeah, committed to memory. Ah! Yeah, yeah.
Hey! Can you hear Paimon? Say something! You fungi said that your form didn't matter, right?
Their knowledge, memories, and emotions have been the guardians that have accompanied me for countless eras. They will be born once again now that they're one.
That's different! They won't...
Paimon, we will never understand it, and it will never understand us. But as long as you can be healthy again, then nothing else matters to me, Apep. Samara will be free from threat as long as your health is maintained.
I thought that my rage would be kindled once my power returned to me. However, what I feel now is a feeling that has long eluded me.
The forbidden knowledge influenced you ever since you were contaminated.
Yes, there's no denying that. Be that as it may, my position... When you inevitably perish due to your ever-expanding curiosity, I will still sneer and mock you in my...
Yeesh. I respect your decision. Before you begin resting, there is one last thing I would like to know. How did you become affected by forbidden knowledge?
It's a long story. We all once believed in the distant past. The Dragon King acquired the power of darkness. An unimaginable war took place into that. Cause in war, the victor would inherit the right to but I didn't give up on searching for a way to... As I attempted to collect more forbidden knowledge from the corners of... Sand dunes arose where there was only forest.
But you still didn't give up, did you? Because of Amun Al-Ahmar.
Yes. Al-Ahmar eventually obtained this power with his ambitions although I didn't think much of him, the condition was that after his death, at that time, I still harbored deep regret. Some of the dragons have grown close to your kind, and have forgotten, and some died, leaving... But for me, the scales and will of the dragon...
I will follow them until the end of my time.
You really are insane.
When Al-Ahmar's proud kingdom collapsed, I swallowed him whole as I agreed. And however, what I gained was no benefit. I used up all my strength just trying to keep the pain under... But even then,
So that's how the apocalypse started.
I admit that I fell for his trap. Tiny Booer, and the rest of you. How far will a life so dear and precious to the heavenly principles be able to go?
Hey, looks like we've been sent back out.
The dragon will need to rest for a very long time before it is fully healthy again. It's not as ruthless as it was before. Curing the dragon...
Nobody's in a good mood when they're feeling sick. Even though we accomplished something really important, Paimon still doesn't feel happy for some reason.
Indeed. Although each opportunity for growth is perhaps the immense power we released was the pouring out of...
Can you really call a place with no family your home?
Family. Right! The Hydra fungus left behind its family. Those two fungi might be waiting for it to return.
Oh, yeah. Let's hurry and go take a look!
Adventure time!
They're still here! Have they really been waiting here all this time?
We're back. I'm sorry. I really am. Don't be sad. It did it to protect you. It said that Newer is its most important... That's your name? They will definitely meet again. Someday.